Lorraine Hamilton is a real treasure in the Mets organization, not only as a co-worker and teammate, but somebody who has the respect of both current players as well as the alumni.
She has been the greatest mentor, not just as a female in sports, but just as a great human being. She's so respected in the industry, and she's made all the difference in my career.
And so what Lorraine brought to her job was not just an expertise with respect to broadcasting and other aspects of her job, but also a personal touch. She's been a tremendous link to the Mets' illustrious past.
In baseball, women don't get the credit they deserve, and she did yeoman's-like work for so long, made so many major events, and I'm just glad to get recognized for all the stuff she did for decades and decades with the Mets.
Congratulations on your induction into the New York State Baseball Hall of Fame.
Lorraine is so deserving of this Hall of Fame induction. She has made the difference in so many people's careers, whether she knows it or not, and she's just so respected in the industry, and they don't make people like Lorraine anymore.
Getting inducted into the New York Baseball Hall of Fame is an extreme honor, and there is no one more deserving than Lorraine.
Lorraine's induction into the New York Baseball Hall of Fame is so major because she's been with the organization for 30+ years, but to her, it's more than a career, it's her life. She has put everything that she has into broadcasting and events, but it goes beyond that. She makes it about the people that she works with and really the guests that she's honoring.
Lorraine is the most deserving to be inducted into the New York State Baseball Hall of Fame. She has done so much for this organization, and honestly, she has shaped so much of how this organization functions.
Women in baseball is a topic that has mainly come to the forefront only the last few years. You can ask anyone, and Lorraine's name will pop up as being one of the most revered and respected women, not just in baseball, but in the sports world.
She has left quite a legacy here at the organization, both in what she's accomplished and those of us that she has helped and touched along the way.
I've been so blessed to feel that for probably more years than I care to remember, Lorraine's had my back here.
I would like to congratulate Lorraine Hamilton. No one is more deserving than Lorraine, a consummate professional, one of the pioneers of baseball in administrative position for the Mets. She's been nothing but supportive to me in my post-career, which for athletes is not always very easy.
I'm here to congratulate you on your induction into the New York State Sports Hall of Fame. Much deserved and a great honor. We will sorely miss you, I guarantee that.
Such a great honor being inducted into the New York Sports Hall of Fame. Couldn't happen to a better person and somebody that's done more for an organization.
Lorraine, congratulations on your induction in the New York State Baseball Hall of Fame.
Congratulations on your induction. It is majorly well-deserved.
Lorraine, I want to congratulate you on your induction into the New York State Baseball Hall of Fame. It's a richly deserved honor.
You made us all, as former players, feel so welcome, and everything you did is appreciated.
Well, hello everybody. Thank you so much. This is really a tremendous honor. I'd like to congratulate my fellow inductees, especially the Mets inductees. Congratulations to Bobby Ojeda and his wife Ellen, Maxine and Janelle Agee, the wife and daughter of the late Tommy Agee. I'm very excited to be joining Tommy Agee and Bobby in this great honor. My family, I'd like to thank my mom. We lost my mom 2 years ago tomorrow. I was born on my mom's birthday. She's always in my heart, and she would be so tremendously proud of me today. My sister Mary Ann, she's my best friend. She's a role model and my biggest cheerleader. My brother Steve, who has always been a guide on a very important journey in my life, and he makes me laugh every day. as important as my career with the Mets has been, there's nothing that's given me more joy or pride than being a mom to my son Timothy. My son Timothy is here tonight, and there's no one that I would rather spend time with, and no one that makes me laugh harder. He makes me proud every day, and Tim, I just love you so much. I want to thank my Mets family, and when I call them my Mets family, I mean my Mets family, because when you work for a Major League Baseball team, you spend a lot of time in the office. The days are long, weekends, nights, so we become really more than colleagues. We become family. So I have my longtime colleagues here, Jay Horowitz, Jill Grable, Ethan Wilson, members of my department, Laura South, Gabby Jasper, Alicia Juliet, and George Whitbread. Thanks to Gil and John and Max for making the trip and accompanying them. Big shout out to Laura South, who will be taking over my role and who is leaving her son alone for the first time tonight to make this trip to Troy. So that took a lot of guts on her part. And I'm going to say a really special thank you to Gabby Jasper, who kind of was putting together all the behind the scenes, making the room reservations, setting up all the tables. So that was really important to me. And then I saw some really old-time friends here tonight, T. Plummer and Jonathan Plummer. Jim Plummer was a long-time Mets employee, and he was a very dear friend and somebody who everyone in the Mets organization adored. And I also wanted to say a big welcome to Mets player and SNY personality, Todd Zeal, who's here with his beautiful and lovely wife, Kristen. It was so kind of them to make the trip. And we have some other friends in the Mets organization here tonight, Charlie Toronto and Vinny Catano. And it was really super nice of them to make the trip up to visit me here as well. And since this is a Hall of Fame dinner, I'm going to just talk a little bit about the two Hall of Famers who had such a big influence on my life. So working for the Mets, I handled all the appearances and all the celebrations for Tom Seaver and Mike Piazza. And Tom and Mike were as much Hall of Fame people off the field as they were on the field. And their contributions to my career and the enrichment they gave to my personal life meant the world to me. When I went up in 2016 to help with the Piazza's Hall of Fame induction, I didn't know Mike or Alicia well at that time, but they could not have been kinder to me, and Alicia Piazza has just the biggest heart. And she went above and beyond to always thank me and show her gratitude. And she would sing my praises to anyone who would listen. And on a funnier note, Tom Seaver, who I first started working with in the early 2000s, I was extremely intimidated the first time I met Tom. And I was given the role of taking care of his schedule and doing his personal appearances. So we went into a room and I said, Tom, I'm going to be handling your schedule going forward, so here are the appearances that you're going to need to make. And I went to reach over and hand him the piece of paper, and he wouldn't take it out of my hand. And he looked at me like, who are you? And who do you think you're talking to? And he said, before we can even discuss the schedule, I think you need to get me a Heineken. So at the time, this was at Shea Stadium, and I had to run up 2 flights of stairs to the Diamond Club to get him a Heineken. And when I came back with the Heineken, I put it on the table, and he said, where's the glass? And I said, it's in glass. The bottle's glass. And I saw kind of a little smile out of the side of his mouth, and then I realized that he was just a real prankster. So we developed a great rapport going forward after that. He always called me Mrs. Hamilton. And when I made any kind of plans for him, he'd always say, remember, first class, I'm the Hall of Famer. And whenever, I asked him to do something, he'd hold up his Hall of Fame ring finger and he goes, don't forget, I'm the Hall of Famer. So I look back now and I think how much fun we would have had, how much kind of joking he would have done with me now, that I could have gone back to him and said, hey Tom, take it easy, I'm the Hall of Famer now too. This big honor, and I want to thank Rennie LaRue for singling me out and inducting me tonight. So thank you everyone, have a great night.